Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video from the treadmill today. Just in cardio, 20 minutes, just doing some steps now. I thought I would do next YouTube video, so welcome back to another YouTube video. Thought I'd run through the off season, an update on the off season currently. So I'm going to get straight into it because I'll ramble on as usual about stuff that does not apply to what I want to talk about. So we've done 16 weeks in our first push phase, pushing body weight up. Peak body weight was 135 kilo, which is close, very close to 300 pounds, but not 300 pounds. One of my goals, and actually on my bucket list, is to reach 300 pounds. So we're getting close. It'll definitely be hit in probably like the first 2 or 3 weeks of the next push phase. But we got to a peak, 135 kilo. We're now in a health phase. I think this is week 4 or 5 of this health phase now. Dropped back down to about 130. I've been fluctuating between 130 and 131 kilo for the past 4 weeks, which was the goal, just to maintain body weight for this period of time. Basically, the reason why we're doing health phase, as it says on the tin, is to prioritize health for a bit. Obviously, when you're pushing quite hard, pushing red line on the limits for 16 weeks, there has to come a point where you slightly back off a bit, slightly take the foot off the gas to be able to put the foot on the gas again. If we just carried on pushing and didn't take these health phases or deloads, we'd burn out. The training would get less and less. If it was looking on the graph, it would be going like that. It'll probably go up for like 16, 20 weeks, and then it'll start to do some sort of descent where we're not progressing. So we just take these because it's a long off season as well. We can afford to do these more beneficial periods of time where we're just taking a step back. And obviously with bodybuilding, I'm going to be as transparent as I can on YouTube because I can, more so than I am on Instagram. But in terms of PEDs usage, we barely scratch the surface. Probably the least amount of PEDs I've used so far since I've been on. So that's exciting. It's heaviest I've been, strongest I've been. Food's been the biggest, anabolic. But I'm back down to TRT right now, and I have been for the last 4 or 5 weeks. This will run for another 3 weeks. And then obviously we'll go back on and start pushing again. But periods of time where you're on TRT, again, is to prioritize health. Get health back in a good place. If you're constantly, like I said, redlining yourself with training, with food, with PEDs, it's not good. If you're doing that for a big off season and you're not taking any breaks at all, there's going to be some detriment to yourself and health. So you need to take these breaks, even though I absolutely hate them. I hate taking time away from pushing the limits. I really do. My biggest love and passion is, yes, bodybuilding, but is more so training. And when I'm being told to kind of take the foot off the gas a bit with training and kind of just hold numbers for a period of time, takes the fun away from me. Where I have the most fun is where I'm pushing the limits, where I'm pushing the body, where I'm going in the gym doing something completely different that I've ever done before in terms of strength, in terms of reps, in terms of sets, in terms of movements. So when I can't do that, it's annoying, it's hard, and that's kind of the position I'm in right now. I'm just trying to look at the bigger picture and think, okay, 3 weeks time, back on the push, even more progression because I'm able to hold numbers right now. The main goal for this phase was to maintain body weight, maintain numbers in the gym, maintain numbers in the logbook, and that's what we're doing. So in terms of ticking boxes, all boxes are being ticked at the moment. There's nothing more I can do, and if I do more, it's just going to cause detriment to myself and to the process, because the last thing I want to do is get into the next push phase and after a couple of weeks be telling Luke that I'm fatigued, be telling Luke that I need a deload because I've been pushing too hard in this health phase. So as long as Luke's happy, I'm happy, and as long as body weight's holding, as long as strength's kind of holding, then I'm in a good place. Obviously, with food not going up over the last 6 to 8 weeks, strength is going to take a plateau. That's just how it is. And that's how I see our push phase as well. You know, if body weight's going up, if food's going up, I expect to be hitting numbers. I expect to be progressing massively in the gym. Obviously, once they stall, body weight stalls, food stalls, there's going to come a point where strength will slightly decrease, which I've noticed across my mainly push sessions. Pull and legs, I've kind of still progressed quite nicely, if not maintained. It's just my push movements, which I think probably quite a lot of you will see that. We've actually had a food reduction last week. So Luke took away 100 gram of carbs from my training day and rest day. So now it's even more of a challenge to kind of hold my numbers, which is good. I like challenges, but just need to be careful because I haven't really got that safety net with me right now. I haven't really got that cushion, and I'm feeling definitely a bit more vulnerable in sets than I was in the push phase. So just need to have my, wits about me, a bit careful in the gym, think a bit more what I'm doing. So that's kind of where we are. Like I said, I don't want to ramble on about this, but, and honestly, that's kind of it. Health phase, about 3 weeks left. We are taking a deload, probably in the next 3 weeks. So a deload for me is a full week away from the gym. I'm someone who can't come in and just do half-assed training or do deload work, or do like reps in reserve. I don't really believe in that. Unless your kind of failure points, which I do, but reps in reserve is hard for me to do, just because I only know how to kind of. So yeah, as you just seen, guys, the microphone cut out and died on me halfway through making the video. I'm glad I actually just watched that back just to make sure it was all good. I was actually just going to post it and put it up, but you would have had half a video with absolute silence. So I'm glad I did. But you saw the microphone flashing, which means it's dead, which is one of the annoying things about using the microphones is you don't know when they cut out. But I think I've said pretty much what I wanted to say, and a whole update about what's going on right now. So, like I probably finished on, a few weeks left of this phase, and then we'll be back on the push. And I will do an update probably halfway through the next push phase as we go further into the off season. Just give you an update on body weight and where we are. I think the next video I'll do will be a physique update, which I'll do next week, just show you where condition is and how that kind of levels up with body weight, and just do a normal physique update, which I've done in the past, but I haven't actually done one since I probably came up since prep last year, so it'd be quite good to do a physique update next week at some point. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Apologies, because I probably said some stuff that I wanted to say in there. I think one of the things that I wanted to say as well, and I think that what I said in the last segment of that, which cut out, was my Instagram and what I post on a daily basis. Some of you, if you follow the Instagram, probably realise that a lot of my posts are exactly the same on a week-to-week basis. And when I talk on my stories, a lot of it that I talk about is exactly the same. I might add some points on updates on what's going on, but majority of it is rinse and repeat. And that's what I wanted to get across in my Instagram, and show you the reality of bodybuilding. And you probably, scroll through it or see my posts and think this is boring. This is, is this all he does? Training and eating and everything else, and physique updates. But yeah, that is pretty much what it is. And that's what I wanted to showcase, through my Instagram. It's just a journal for me to document my journey. I'm not doing anything more than what I post on my Instagram.
That is literally it, to a T. You know, what you see is what you get, and I don't want to do anything kind of more fancy than that. You know, I want to bring people in to watch the journey, you know, on a day-to-day basis. And, you know, for people who are even thinking about doing bodybuilding or wanting to just do bodybuilding training, maybe not competitive, I think I do a good job of showcasing what it actually takes to, you know, build a physique, but follow bodybuilding, mainly follow bodybuilding every single day, and make it become a lifestyle of yours that you enjoy and a passion. And that's what I want to get across on my feed, which I have done since I started posting, you know, at least once a day. So that's kind of the reason for maybe my boring posts or the same kind of posts every single week. I do it on purpose. I'm not just doing it because I don't have content. I do it on purpose to show that this is what it actually is, and the reality of kind of what to expect if you are getting into bodybuilding, and you're on the verge of kind of wanting to start and maybe not wanting to. Have a look through my feed. It's going to be exactly the same for years. As you scroll down, it's just, you know, training videos, physique updates, you know, stories showcasing the nutrition, daily updates of what's going on, how training's going, everything like that. I kind of like to put out there on my social. So yeah, that's kind of a reason for, not that I need to explain myself, but I'm sure there's people out there that just skip through my Instagram stories and things, speaking about the same thing every day. But there's a point to it, which is, you know, that is what I do every day. It is exactly the same. It is monotonous. It is, you know, rinse and repeat every single day, you know, no breaks as well. So yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to get across, but we'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for listening. Like I said, another update will come probably halfway through the next push. I'll try and remember to do one. But yeah, I cannot wait to get back on this push phase. You have no idea. Just, yeah, can't wait to start progressing numbers again. Can't wait to see the scale start going up again, because I need it to. And just watch, you know, I think I didn't mention, but our next goal for the next push is probably get up to about 140. I think, I don't know if that's gonna happen in the next push in the next 16-20 weeks, but that's something that we've got our sights on and what we need to kind of get up to. Me being tall, me being 6'2", I need to really now start filling out my frame. Don't get me wrong, it's starting to fill out, but I've said this a lot, I feel like there's so much more to fill out. I feel it's weird if you know, when you're in tune with your body that you use every day in terms of bodybuilding, you kind of know what it needs, and how you really get in tune with how it feels. And I feel like there's just a lot of space. There's just a lot of space that needs to be filled, which is true because I'm tall, big frame. It just needs to be filled out. So that's the goal. Get up to, you know, put another 10 kilo on, a good 10 kilo as well, not just like 10 kilo of fluff, but a decent 10 kilos. So that's the goal for the next push. But yeah, I'll update you when I can, halfway through, and we'll leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.